Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing you can't move. Your bed feels like it's made of lead, pressing you down. Every muscle screams just to sit up. Overnight, Earth's gravity has doubled. For the next 24 hours, the planet will test humanity in ways we've never imagined. Normally, gravity is just right, 9.8 meters per second squared. It's the force that lets us run, build cities, and live without floating away. But in this bizarre scenario, that pull suddenly doubles. Instantly, your body, your house, even the oceans weigh twice as much as yesterday. The first effect? Pure chaos. Rolling out of bed feels like falling through concrete. Walking to the bathroom becomes a mission. Jumping? Forget it! You barely get your heels off the ground. Humanity has gone from athletes to anchors overnight, and your weight instantly doubled. If you were 150 pounds, you now feel like 300. Your joints, heart, and lungs aren't built for this upgrade. Hospitals would be flooded with injuries before breakfast. Kids who normally sprint around the house would collapse in frustration. Dogs wouldn't fetch. Cats couldn't vape, and even picking up a toddler feels like lifting a bag of cement. Daily life turns into a test of survival strength. Cities wouldn't stay quiet long. Bridges bend under the load, skyscrapers creak, and weaker structures crumble. Entire neighborhoods could be flattened, not by storms or quakes, but by gravity itself. Public transport finished. Trains screech against rails. Buses stall and subways groan under double pressure. The world's busiest transit systems grind to a standstill in hours. And forget flying. With double gravity, planes can't lift. Airports close, flights are canceled, and even birds give up. For the first time in history, the skies go silent. Inside homes, elevators stall, trapping thousands. Groceries feel impossible to lift. Even opening a fridge door becomes weight training. Survival means staying put and conserving energy. Your body is in crisis. Hearts work overtime, forcing blood uphill against crushing pull. Dizziness and fainting hit millions. For those with weak hearts, this single day can be deadly. Food supplies collapse fast. Trucks can't move, shelves empty, and fields suffer. Wheat, corn, and rice bend and snap under their doubled weight. Global shortages begin within hours. Forests groan as branches snap and trunks split. The sound of cracking wood rolls through valleys. Older trees fall first, turning trails into dangerous obstacle courses. Animals stumble. Elephants collapse, giraffes struggle to hold their long necks, and migrations halt. Smaller creatures cope better, but ecosystems wobble almost immediately. Oceans feel the pull. Waves hug the seafloor, beaches stretch outward, and rivers surge faster. Hydroelectric dams overproduce power, straining grids not built for this surge. Earth itself groans. Plates press harder, friction builds, and quakes may strike in unusual places. Volcanoes could erupt more violently as magma chambers feel extra pressure. Sports turn surreal. Basketball dunks vanish. Sprinters crawl, and soccer players chase slow, heavy passes. The Olympic dream becomes a blooper reel of exhaustion. Energy demand surges. Elevators, cranes, and transit need more power. Grids wobble, rolling blackouts spread, and suddenly candles and generators become priceless. Psychology spirals. Broadcasts show collapsing bridges and fainting crowds. Social feeds mix tips, fear, and jokes. Panic moves faster than facts, and trust erodes. Governments scramble, shelters open, soldiers deploy, but even elite units move like they're underwater. Twice the weight turns authority into slow motion. Hospitals become war zones. Fractures, heart strain, and breathing failure flood the wards. Oxygen runs low. Doctors work tirelessly, yet gravity drags at them too. Rescue workers face the impossible. Fire trucks crawl, ambulances stall, and helicopters can't lift. For once, saving lives is limited by physics, not courage. Factories stop, cranes won't lift, belts snap, and robots stall. The global economy screeches to zero as production lines freeze worldwide. Space streams vanish. Rockets can't beat double gravity. Launch pads go quiet, and humanity's path to the stars pauses with a heavy sigh. Sound changes. Heavier air carries voices strangely. Deeper, duller, slightly delayed. Even familiar rooms sound foreign under the weight. Cooking gets risky. Pots weigh a ton. Oven doors fight back, and flames burn lower, hugging the pan. Even boiling pasta becomes a mini expedition. Sleep offers little relief. Mattresses compress harder, bodies ache, and dreams fracture. People wake up as tired as they were when they lay down. Backpacks and gear become unbearable. Students abandon bags. Soldiers shed armor. Fashion shifts to survival. Light, simple, minimal. Entertainment hulks. Theme parks lock gates. Roller coasters idle and concerts cancel. With performers and rides grounded, joy takes a rain check. Religion surges. Some see warning, others comfort. Communities gather to pray, argue, and hold each other up under the unseen weight. Scientists race to log history. Seismographs chatter, better maps distort, and gravity meters spike. Labs become lighthouses in a very heavy storm. Wildfires behave strangely, flames squat low, smoke clings to valleys, and water lines falter. Firefighting becomes a slow-motion struggle. Mountains change shape. Landslides thunder, cornices failed, and glaciers slumped. Trails vanish beneath rock and ice as gravity redraws the map. Underwater life struggles. Fish sink deeper as swim bladders fail. Coral suffocates, and reefs fall silent. The ocean's rhythm breaks. Ships face disaster. Hulls creak under double loads. Containers shift and snap. Navies and merchants drop anchor, waiting out the wait. Military hardware malfunctions. Tanks crawl. Jets sit silent, and artillery jams. For a brief moment, war itself becomes too heavy to wage. Economies crumble. Markets dive as factories, farms, and fleets stall. The biggest crash in history isn't caused by greed, just gravity. Social order bends. Looting flares, curfews spread, and neighbors form watch groups. Fear and cooperation battling on every blood. Art and culture freeze. Cinemas close. Theaters go dark. And museums lock treasures too heavy to move. Survival crowds the stage. Pets and livestock suffer. Barns fall silent. Kennels still. Food sources shrink further as animals collapse under the weight. The sky looks normal. Blue by day, starry by night. But the contrast chills. Above, calm. Below, a world pressed to its knees. Sci-fi fans geek out briefly. This is high-gravity world building in real life. The thrill fades as reality bites. Broken bones and buckled bridges. Families huddle by candlelight as blackouts spread. They share stories, ration stacks, and wait together. By hour 6, chaos peaks. Infrastructure buckles, cities dim, and medicine dens. People realize they are living history, one crushing hour at a time. By hour 12, the world is exhausted. Muscles burn, crops slump, and millions nurse injuries. Still, humanity adapts, crawling, resting, enduring. Governments broadcast steady updates. Scientists say it's temporary. A countdown begins. Every hour feels like a century as hope and doubt wrestle. At hour 18, cities grow still. People conserve energy, streets empty. It's as if the world itself holds its breath, waiting for the weight to lift. As the 24th hour nears, something shifts. Muscles relax, lungs open, and people straighten up. The planet feels lighter. A fragile hush breaks. Cheers erupt. Children run again. Athletes leap inches off the ground like it's victory. And strangers grin at strangers. Standing up feels like a superpower. But scars remain. Broken bridges, shattered knees, ruined harvests, and staggering losses. Recovery will take time,
And humility. The day gravity doubled becomes a legend. A reminder that our world is exquisitely tuned. Too little, we drift. Too much, we're crushed. Respect the invisible force shaping every moment of life.